Let me show you all how to farm spells and set up your areas to make it more efficient. Hiya plebeians, and it's Sister Guard here. Hopefully having a great day. I'm having a great day. We are back today in Weapon Fighting Simulator because y'all have asked me to basically make a spell farming guide. How I farm spells, how I have a lot of spells maxed out, and some tips and tricks I have for that, and how to set up an area that you're working in order to do that. So if you haven't already, please make sure you smash the like button, do the same subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. I can't say this any faster. Oh my god. Okay. So let's get on into the nitty gritty. So first things first, setting this up. So how we're going to be setting this up is to be able to mostly use the auto fight feature. So once you have it selected on Mega, that's the big thing. You can also do this actively, but I'm going to show you basically how a good way to set it up for auto fight, but it does work both ways. So first of all, identify what area you want to go work on. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the firstmost area. This could also be, say, if you want to come back here and work on your junior chi spells. Maybe there's a spell in here like Spellcaster you want to farm up. Or you want the movement speed of Water Flow. Or you're like Sister and you wanted to get on the leaderboard for spells. So, I'm going to show you how to set those up. So, first of all, figure out which one you're going to do. I'm going to actually set up Atlantis because I'm going to be AFKing because I would like to be able to get some of the epic and legendary spells to drop. So first things first, we're going to want to try and get all of the minions and chests to move to the back. Now, I am working on my private server right now. You can do this in a public. I would recommend not using the most recent area that's been out. And keep in mind, if you are on a public, there is a chance that people are going to come in and mess things up. So kind of keep that in mind. So I'm gonna do a quick little time lapse for y'all real quick of me speeding through this, getting them all pushed to the back, and I'll bring y'all back. Now, one thing to note while this speedy little time lapse is going on, I actually want the bosses to kind of spawn more towards the front. So I am attacking them a little bit, but that's just to kind of help move the mobs along their spawn points. So as you can see, I've already gotten 2 bosses, already moved to the front. I just need to keep working until I can get all the minions to the back. So this may take some time. RNG gods, be wary. So kind of keep that in mind. This may take you a few minutes. Alrighty, I think I actually have it set up pretty good. So as you can see, most of the mobs are in the, actually all of the mobs are in the back half, except for the bosses. I have them sectioned off to the front. So what I'm going to do, the way you can test to make sure that this is working properly is turn on auto fight. Let your auto fight run for a little bit. You're going to slowly start killing the mobs. You're going to want to watch to see how quickly they respawn. So making sure you never actually run out of having one boss up, because if you run out of bosses, they're going to start attacking the stuff in the back, and we don't want that. Now, the other thing to note is you need to watch where those bosses are spawning. This is what we're checking for, because we kind of just want them in this big open area that we've created, because that way our auto fight has to move as least of much as possible in order for us to go start attacking. So far, I'm seeing them staying in the area I want them to. This is a really big area. Atlantis is really big. So unfortunately, this is something to kind of contend with. The only thing that messes this up really bad, guys, is if servers reset or you change servers. Because then you're dealing with whatever else is in another server. Or if the servers reset, all the mobs reset. So kind of keep that in mind when you're AFKing, that, you know, if we have an update or they have to push patches out, that would be why. Now, you can also either do this manually, going around and killing the bosses, or you can auto fight, or the third option, if you're just farming for spells in one particular area, is instead of letting the thing move, I could have just attacked that shrimp in order to help keep it. So this does work in most areas. There is one area I need to go check real quick to see if it has been fixed. I got nothing other than keys. The one area I have found this does not work in is Demon Abyss. And for whatever reason, due to how the mobs spawn in the overworld map, it only limits 2 megas to being spawned. Sometimes you can get 3 to populate, but more often than not, you can't. And I actually haven't finished this area, but I'm going to show y'all a nifty little trick for this zone that you can do. Because what you can do is basically kill all the minions and force the set spawns for the megas. So what I could actually do, I could actively grind right here and kill these 3 megas and those 2 megas right there that are out for the overworld. Not the one that's by the hatchery, but these 2 should spawn back in the exact same spot. So this is the only one you cannot use the auto fight on because you will likely kill them faster than what they will respawn. But if you want to set up, you know, an auto clicker that moves around the screen, that's up to you. So I do use this trying to level up because this is really good for some of the junior spells, stuff like that. Now, why would you want to level up your spells like I am doing, other than for the leaderboard? Let me show you. If we go over here to the lovely achievements, and we go down to the Soul Mastery, that is getting spells up to level 18. It starts at 1, goes to 4, and it goes to 15, and the next one after that, which is Soul Master 5, is 30 spells. So there is actually enough spells currently out in the game in order to get the last achievement right now. If y'all were not aware, there is physically enough spells out in the game that you can get Soul Master 5. And how you do it is basically setting up your zones like this, or in this world, just letting them spawn and just sitting here until you can have them at level 18. So, plebs, that's how I farm spells up, and a good way to set up your zones. Again, the only one that's going to have issues with is Demon. Just for whatever reason, there's not enough spawning spots. I don't know. Hopefully the devs see this. They may fix this. If they do, it's just the same as the other world. So, plebs, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found this video informative and helpful, and I will see y'all next time.